The Friend 2024. This is a drama, a US film. It's based on the novel with the same name by Sigrid Nunez, and I thought it was a gorgeous, fascinating film. What's going to happen to the dog? That's the main theme in a way. A friend takes his life, and a woman who was the best friend to Walter, man who took his life, played by Bill Murray, is Iris, played by Naomi Watts. The key thing is Walter's left behind a Great Dane, and that is the dog in question, quite a large dog. Walter's widow summons Iris. I think they're both authors. There's several authors in this. She's persuaded to take the dog. Some of the things she says turn out not quite to be true, as we find out straight away. Like Apollo, the dog, is very obedient and won't sleep in your bed. And of course, the first thing Iris finds out when she gets home is Apollo leaping onto her bed and actually growling at her when she tries to even sleep in it herself. So she's banished to the floor. It's the cutest dog. Apollo is played by Bing, and he is absolutely delightful. He is described as a pony by someone because of his size, and his markings make him look like cattle, I thought. Really cute. Looks like a cow. There's a big problem that Iris faces. She is told almost immediately by the building supervisor that no dogs are allowed, and it's in her contract anyway. She's in a rent-controlled apartment in New York City, and most places don't allow dogs, and this is her major predicament. And to start with, she feels reluctant about having the dog. The dog, Apollo, is grieving so badly for Walter. So the theme of suicide does come up. It's even at one point described as a contagion. When Iris is having a dialogue about it, she's done some research and advised don't find it too much. It is a really difficult subject, and it doesn't explain what are the reasons why Walter has taken his life, but it does come up a lot. Iris's rage. Her rage isn't so much with Walter, but perhaps with society as a whole, or just the whole circumstance. She talks with lawyers, doctors, because of the difficulties she's in, the guardianship of Apollo and the conflict this causes with her rent-controlled landowners. She really doesn't want to lose her place, and that would be difficult for anyone. Hector says it's not possible even temporarily for Apollo to stay. But what does even temporary mean? He stays with Iris more than a few days, so that's temporary, but I suppose we're talking weeks and months rather than days, and this is in the run-up to Christmas and the New Year, so we get some passage of time, but it's relatively slow-moving. It isn't over a long period of time. But wow, it was so poignant. It was had so much feeling. I think the acting is really excellent. I thought, wow, Naomi Watts. Yeah, I really felt it. I've been torn, becoming emotionally close to a dog. I can really imagine that happening, and what a wrench if you feel you're going to have to be parted. She says at one point she feels she's Apollo's emotional support human. I thought that was, I love that line. I loved all of it. I thought it was really well acted. Chloe Zhao Flair plays Camilla. Kyla Gugino plays Elaine. Constant Wu plays Tuesday. And Sarah Pidgeon plays Val. I thought it was really well scripted. And the original story I'd love to read. There's a sort of New Year's party from a neighbour, and she feels, because everyone's talking about Apollo, that it's more like an intervention. I do dislike when people use commit when they're talking about someone taking their life. That's one of the things. I just think there's other ways of saying it, and given that the implication is criminal as such. There's humour in it as well, especially when Iris goes to see someone without an appointment, a lawyer, I think, the secretary, when she comes back in with the dog, with the lawyer's approval, but not the secretary. Wow, one of the best films of the year. I'm going to score it 9.25. And it was a brilliant film to watch at Christmas Eve. It's just under 2 hours, and that's fairly long anyway, but it was very worthwhile. 9.25. I'd love to know what you think. Thanks for watching. If you like this review, please hit the like. Thanks if you subscribe. Please hit the notification button. And I hope to see you again soon. Merry Christmas and bye for now.